Over the last decade and moving into the one now, Big Threes have become ever more apparent in the NBA. With Big Threes like the Brooklyn Nets and the Los Angeles Lakers going into the 2022 season. In this video, we're going to look at the top 10 Big Threes right now in the NBA from every team. But before we get into it, make sure to drop a fat like on this video and tell me down below in the comments what you think. Also, subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Number 10, the Chicago Bulls with DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic. Chicago have upgraded significantly this offseason with the addition of DeMar DeRozan and Lonzo Ball, but Lonzo does not make an appearance in their Big Three, as there is a commonly overlooked all-star in Nikola Vucevic on the team. Zach LaVine brings excellent driving skills and shooting from the perimeter as an all-star player. DeMar DeRozan is also an all-star caliber player who has stayed consistent throughout his career, and Nikola Vucevic can shoot from around the court as well as being a great rebounder, making the Bulls the best they have been in a long time at number 10. Number 9, the Atlanta Hawks with Trae Young, John Collins, and Clint Capella. The number 9 spot goes to the Atlanta Hawks because of their remarkable run in the playoffs, beating the 76ers and making the Eastern Conference Finals. Trae Young is proving himself to be a cemented force in the future years for the NBA, whilst John Collins has an all-star potential and Clint Capella has moved their defense from the 28th in the league all the way to the 18th. They have inside defense, inside paint work from Collins and Capella, as well as excellent perimeter shooting from Collins, who is heavily underrated from that area, and excellent range from Trae Young, giving them a 9th place appearance. Number 8, the Utah Jazz with Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, and Mike Conley. The Jazz have been a solid team for a while. I'll put them far higher on this list, but recently they failed to beat Los Angeles Clippers in the playoffs after being the first seed in the West for that year. They also rely heavily on their role players, which is not a bad thing, but seeing this as a ranking NBA Big Threes video, they end up looking worse than they truly are. Donovan Mitchell provides great shooting, playmaking, and athleticism for the team, whilst Gobert has astounding rebounding and defense as a previous DPOY in his career. Mike Conley also provides good shooting and speed to the team, which is why they're at the number 8 spot on the list. Number 7, the Miami Heat with Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Kyle Lowry. Jimmy Butler has been a good player throughout his career and a consistent all-star. He has been able to make his way to the finals alongside Bam Adebayo, who has also made an all-star appearance at a young age, beating the Milwaukee Bucks with the back-to-back MVP Giannis and an all-star Chris Middleton. The addition of Kyle Lowry to that roster makes them a solid playmaking team and solid from the 3. They are however a bit older than most Big Threes in the league, putting them at number 7. Number 6, the Golden State Warriors with Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green. The Warriors are in 6th place because if we are considering their Big 3 alone, Stephen Curry nearly carried a bunch of bums into the playoffs and nearly beat a pre-injury LeBron James and Anthony Davis Lakers team. Draymond has always been a good defensive threat on the court and has stayed consistent in that respect. Klay Thompson should be expected to return this season from his ACL injury and may not be like his former self, which is why they have not been given a number 4 or 5 spot. Regardless, if the Warriors can make a move into obtaining a star even this late, they will have a chance at winning it all, making them my number 6 spot. Number 5, the Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and Devin Booker. Number 5 goes to the Phoenix Suns because whilst they made the NBA Finals by beating the Clippers, Nuggets, and Lakers, they were lucky to find themselves playing injured opponents, and when they finally played a team that wasn't injured like the Bucks, they end up losing to them in 6 games. They also have a great Big 3 with an amazing playmaker in Chris Paul, dominant rebounder and lob finisher in DeAndre Ayton, and ridiculous scorer who put up 71 points one night when he was just 20 years old in Devin Booker. It is clear that these players are all amazing. It is just they haven't been able to prove themselves against a healthy team in the playoffs, placing them on the number 5 spot. Number 4, the Philadelphia 76ers with Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris. Number 4 is a tough decision because I think there is a clear top 3, but the 76ers take out this position on the list. Now, this might be a controversial decision, but keep in mind that without Ben Simmons choking in the playoffs, this team was the number 1 seed in the East over the Bucks and over the Nets. Joel Embiid finished 2nd in the MVP voting this year, proving his Shaquille O'Neal-like dominance in the league. And Tobias Harris is a heavily underrated and unnoticed player on the court, averaging 20 points a game and 6.8 rebounds and 3.5 assists, which pushes them to a number 4 spot appearance. Number 3, the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, and Anthony Davis. The Los Angeles Lakers, Big Three, are terrific players in the paint and driving to the basket. The previous season they were 24th in the league for offense efficiency. Then they decided to pick up Russell Westbrook, who has never been the best shooter of the ball, with a career 3-point percentage of 30.5%. However, their lack of perimeter shooting is made up for with their star power and playmaking ability with Lebron James and Russell Westbrook, who can throw lobs to Anthony Davis. All three of them are all-stars, and LeBron James is debatably the GOAT, making them an easy top 3 spot in the league. Number 2, the Milwaukee Bucks, with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, and Jrue Holiday. The Milwaukee Bucks Big Three come in second because they have proven their ability to win with a championship title this year. The reason they have been placed in front of the Lakers is that they arguably have the best player in the world right now in Giannis Antetokounmpo, and an excellent crunch time specialist in Chris Middleton, as well as their addition to the team in Jrue Holiday, who has proven himself as the best defensive guard in the league. Kevin Durant has referred to him as the best defender in the whole league on the Old Man and the 3 podcast. Whereas the Lakers have not proven anything about their ability and do not have any perimeter shooters on the team. They will rely on role players to hit those shots, which makes Milwaukee the second spot on the list. Number 1, the Brooklyn Nets, with Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. This should be no doubt everybody's best Big Three in the league. I mean, come on, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. When healthy, their team is unstoppable. As a trio, they contribute 43.6 points off of assists every game. This has never, ever been done before. That's right, this team is already historic, even when Kyrie, Harden, and Durant have only played 8 games together. Every other time, one of those players wasn't on. Imagine if Harden was never injured, and neither was Kyrie in the playoffs. These guys would put on historic performances that have never been achieved before, making the Milwaukee Bucks and their other opponents look horrible. Keep in mind that Kevin Durant nearly single-handedly beat the Milwaukee Bucks with a fully healthy Big Three. I don't see a debate in who the top spot goes to. They are clearly the number 1 Big Three. That was my list of the top 10 Big Threes in the league going into the 2022 season. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, and please tell me what you think down in the comments. This has been your boy The Chip, bringing you NBA news until the big chip. Peace.